Things are going crazy within the crypto markets, aren't they? Crazy. You know what I'm talking about. Welcome to the bull market, the crypto bull market. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm your host, FD465.tv, welcoming you to our channel. If you are new, please consider subscribing to our channel. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you very much, guys, for supporting the channel. Please consider interacting with us from time to time, commenting, clicking the like button. And if you are new, subscribing and then interact with us. Let's grow this thing together. Let's break some ceilings. It's possible. I know it is. Anyway, that out of the way, please note what I'm going to share with you in this video about the overview of the crypto markets is not financial advice. These are just my own opinions. If you are from the UK, please note what I'm going to share with you here in this video is not for UK audiences. If you want to watch this, you can't. And it's not me, it's the UK authorities deeming crypto assets to be extremely risky and they are not ideal for retail investors. Now that is out of the way, let's get into this week's market overview. This is a segment I thought, okay, if we do it now that we're in a bull run, if we do it once a week, just to give an overview of things, subjects that are of interest to the wider ecosystem. This won't be biased at all, it's just an overall assessment of what has gone on the previous week or the current week. Now, even your cold-hearted bears, those who missed the bottom and are still awaiting the final collapse, all those groups I'm sure are turning bullish. But here on this channel, we started singing bullish hymns prematurely, but very close to the December 2022 bottom. To me personally, the risk-reward ratio made sense from around June of 2022. I think that was around the Terra Luna fiasco. I think that's when, for me anyway, I know something else happened in November time with FTX, but for me the Terra Luna was it. And I'm sure if you started buying around that time, you'll be okay. Okay, not financial advice, it's just my own views. Yes, there was still more pain to come, but we were already very close to the bottom than the top. So to say and think that there was yet more excruciating pain yet to come was just baffling to me. Could not understand it. Anyways, you know guys, none of us YouTubers and even some of the seasoned so-called experts know nothing about the crypto markets. We are all hoping for the best guesses in the end. Some of us are closer than others. In this case, we might be closer than some crypto YouTube channels. I'm not going to mention which ones, but there are some. Even now, they are still wishy-washy. They are not declaring that this is now a bull run. But you know who? Anyway, let's just agree that the bull market is now back. If you are with me, smash the like button to agree that the bull market is back now. We may still go lower from here, but I'm not expecting any new low for Bitcoin. I don't think we'll go below the 15.6 or whatever it was. To be honest, I don't think we'll even go below 30, but what do I know? Anyway, so some exciting things that have happened during this week. Let's talk about Bonk for a minute. Bonk, a meme coin on the Solana blockchain. That thing has been flying, absolutely flying. From my own position, I've been jumping in and out of Bonk earlier in the year, for a few months now that is, and it was as a means of just raising new capital. You know, you throw in a few hundred there or 1,000 there, it comes up as 1,500 or 2,000, you go and invest somewhere else. That's all I was doing with Bonk. And the longest I ever stayed in one position for Bonk was probably about a week. I had 3x'd my money for them, which is just incredible. Normally, what I would do with Bonk when I was dabbling in Bonk, I'll jump in for the night and terminate my position the following day. Almost always it was up. Now, I'm completely out and I'm not planning to go back in. It was just a classic rinse and repeat and it worked for me. I don't know if it works for other people. For me, I think it worked. That was my strategy and that is always my strategy for meme coins. Some people hold on them and make fortunes. For me, I think that's risk going too far. I'm not that risk tolerant. Anyway, so if you made some life-changing gains on Bonk, congratulations. But please do take some profits. Not financial advice. It's just a reasonable thing to do. Take some profits. It's a meme coin with no use case. It's based on hype. That's on Bonk. Let's move on to the big daddy, which is Bitcoin. We finally slashed through that 38,600 resistance, and I believe we are now turning the 40k into support because I think we are above that now. But I think the 40k, if we can convert that into support, maybe 40 to 42k, make that support, and then set up the stage to slice the all-time. I think from here, if 40 to 42k is established as support, the 69k won't be an issue. I don't think there's any notable resistance after 50. Can't see it. So if we can slice through the 48 to 50, it should be clear skies. I think experts in TA will tell me otherwise. These are just my own views. But just don't bank on what I'm saying though. Don't take it to the bank. You won't get anything for it. We may also be about to see liquidity of a certain magnitude join the space, which could disperse any illusions of going back lower. So if we get an avalanche of liquidity coming in from TradeFi and some sovereign funds that have been rumored to be jumping into Bitcoin, things may change. Anything we're thinking, resistance support, these guys, their risk assessments and risk management is totally different to us because they're thinking what's different between 40k, 50k, we'll just go in now because this thing is going to millions. So they don't see a risk as we do. We are actually closer to all-time high than this cycle's all-time low. That is another fact. Would you believe it? I can. Just like we mentioned at the beginning of this year, that the ultimate pain will be caused by skyrocketing prices. So if you don't have a position in Bitcoin yet, waiting for it to come back, that's the pain you're talking about. You may actually miss the whole cycle. It's quite possible. Or you just APing because of FOMO, fear of missing out. And here we are. There is pain everywhere. Most shorters of Bitcoin are getting liquidated. Who is still shorting Bitcoin hearing all this bullish news? That's crazy, man. Mind you, some longs are getting liquidated as well. So it's just the gamblers. We are all gamblers, but others are in a different class. My view, of course. Where does Bitcoin go from here? I think, again, this is my rudimentary technical analysis with no charts, because I'm looking at charts right now. I think we may make an attempt at 50K before retesting the 38 to 40 range. Like I said, if we convert that 38 to 42 into support, we should be fine. We should be ready to go. And after we establish that as support, that may just be followed by a swoop at the 70K all-time high. My opinions, of course. What do you guys think? This is not financial advice. Anyway, moving on. Launchpads, they're exploding on it. If you're watching our 2K to 100K portfolio challenge and the 15K to 600K portfolio challenge, you know what I'm talking about. Launchpads, they're exploding. The two highlights for the week for us on this channel is defying and Avalanche. Why? Because personally, I do hold both in my private portfolio, but we also hold Avalanche in our 15K to 600K portfolio challenge. I mentioned these two projects because we reviewed them a few months back, and like I said, I hold Avalanche, the launchpad for the Avalanche blockchain, in one of our public portfolios, which is the 15K to 600K portfolio. Its Zava token is absolutely flying right now, and it does not look like it's stopping anytime soon. And guess where we gave you guys? I think it was around 16 cents. Now it's over $1. Work that one out. So when I say we did some alpha and no one was looking at it, and if you look at the market cap of Avalanche, still small compared to, say, CDFI. That's the alpha you get from this channel, an assuming channel, but the quality of content coming out of it. If you are learning properly and you know who to follow, you can make life-changing gains. Not financial advice, just education. Like I said, the other token I hold, I call it the king of launchpads, which is CDFI, the S-Fund token. Tell you what, the S-Fund token is acing it. For those who follow us on this channel, when we first featured CDFI as part of our DIWA or our risk evaluation series, the S-Fund token was around 60 cents. It was fluctuating between 56 and 63 cents. And that's when I actually went in. And I just went in as much as I could at that time. And now the portfolio, that position is sitting pretty. It's just impressive. I checked out my staking rewards as well because I staked it. And yeah, making calculations, I'm thinking these rewards at all-time high. Yeah, nothing can touch you, I can tell you that. You can't sniff at that. Now, that is one of the best calls for this bull cycle for us. You know, launchpads, you know, Avalanche and CDFI. The two best calls, some of the best calls, so to speak. We've made some that are, I'm not going to mention them here, but some of the ones we've made, are just like out of this world. But these two launchpads, among the best as well. I hold other launchpads in Solanium, which is a launchpad on Solana and paid network. I hope they give us some lucrative returns this time around. What do you guys think? Do you hold any of these? Let me know in the comment section. Next, crypto gaming. Now, that is not a crypto narrative you want to ignore, whatever your biases are. Crypto gaming is going to be epic this time around. I don't think we've seen anything yet. For now, it is still just crypto players making these announcements, having spent the whole bear market building non-stop. Now the time has come and they are shipping their products, and some of them are just incredible. Look at Shrapnel, Illuvia, Nakamoto Games, Cornucopias, Myria, Beam by Merit Cycle, Wilder World, Star Atlas, Sidus, DeFi Kingdoms, Decimated. The list is long. And if I'm to declare as well, I do hold quite a bunch out of this list I just give. Not all of them, but quite a bunch of them. Now, just wait until we start seeing traditional gaming players announce their entrance into Web3. That's when we're actually going to see fireworks. All hell will break loose there. If you think what we are currently experiencing is breathtaking, then wait for the bull run proper combined with more bullish news from traditional gaming players. That will be something else. We also have, you know, some solid layer ones with some proper fundamentals. We saw what has been happening with Solana with its explosive growth, including its complete ecosystem. Solana is going to be among the layer ones to seriously challenge Ethereum during this bull market. Again, it might not be Solana, it might end up being someone else or another blockchain. But please also note that Solana is home to Bonk. Okay? Bonk is on Solana. Anyway, moving on, we have Avalanche, another layer one. This one shocked many with its push towards gaming. Originally, it was heralded as a strong DeFi play, mostly for enterprises. Avalanche has effortlessly cut through the crypto ecosystem to emerge as a serious contender for Web3 gaming, and it is promising to be a force to be reckoned with. So grab your popcorn and whatever drink of your fancy and enjoy the latest crypto bull run installment. But remember, nothing goes up in a straight line, and if things are going up, don't forget to trim some profits along the way, because the bull run doesn't give you notice. The winners are those who go in early but also take profits before the end. Are you one of them? You also have Cardano, another undervalued layer 1 in my opinion, with so much punch. Cardano is exploding as an ecosystem right now. With more projects still building and yet to launch, the Cardano ecosystem is going to explode and make a good run at that converted third position after Bitcoin and Ethereum. Or could it be Solana? Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, whatever it is. I think Cardano is going to throw its hat into the ring. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section. You know, in crypto, the most hated projects are the ones that actually flourish. Look at what Solana was getting because of its involvement with FTX and SBF, just exploded. That's what happens in crypto. Cardano, at the moment, there are still certain segments within the crypto ecosystem who throw some FUD at Cardano. And you know when that happens, the market goes up yours and they do what they have to do. So as you know, if you follow our channel, you'll know that we hold a handful of Cardano projects within our public portfolios, and some of them are just exploding. Take the likes of Lenify and Iagon. In Iagon's case, that position within our 2K to 100K portfolio challenge is way over 1,000% up and is still rising. And now the Iagon token is just smashed through its all-time high. Now it's blue sky, price discovery. What do you think is going to happen? Let us know in the comment section. And with its mainnet going to launch very soon, honestly, what do you think is going to happen? Comments in the comment section. The other one that is worth a mention is Injective. Although it's lost its aggressiveness of late, it is still a very decent project. It is a good DeFi play, which has already shocked many with its early runs and promising to deliver a bunch more. Injective is now within 20% of its all-time high, and this bull market is just commencing. We're not even 50% in, probably 20 to 25% in, but not 50% in, and it's already within 20% of it. So we are going to see some spectacles across the whole ecosystem. We can only dream of what could be depending on the type of bull run we get. If we get an explosive one, where we are with regards to Injective and all the other projects we've featured in, it's nothing. Things are about to go crazy. Any thoughts concerning what we just covered in this video, guys? Share with us in the comment section. Until the next video, that was some opium from FD for Sage5.tv. Signing out for now. Bye.